Alex, thank you for joining us. First of all, let's talk about the first team. 1 point from the first 9 games. Obviously had everybody extremely worried, but 15 from the 9 since obviously puts us in a much better spot, but we know that'll need to continue.
Yeah, I think the first 9 games were probably challenging. I think 1 point from 9 didn't reflect the performances, but nonetheless, that's the position we found ourselves in. And I think Gary really galvanised the squad and took us on a run, those 3 wins in a week. And since then, we've seen some really good performances, a couple not so much, but that's part and parcel of the game. But I think the really encouraging thing is those 15 points from the last 10 games. If we can continue that, then we're going to be edging closer to the 60-point mark. And I think it's about managing blocks of games, with the next period being really crucial for us.
Edging closer to January, what can you tell us about the club's plans for that?
I think the January transfer window, as we know, is very different to the summer. Quite often it's reactive. It will probably be, for us, driven by the loan market, players staying, players going, also managing the injuries that we've got. And I think we're really keen to explain a bit more detail to supporters, how it works, some of the rationale behind some of the decisions. And I think Ben Strang will be speaking to supporters probably in the next week or so, really going into some detail and providing a lot more information to fans about the processes and why and how the window operates.
And sad week last week with a couple of club legends passing away, appropriately paid tribute to, obviously, at the game against Shrewsbury on Saturday. What can you say about, from the conversations you've had with people around the club, the impact that those two have had?
Yeah, I mean, John in particular, some of the stories you hear from some of the fans, the likes of Ian Darla, I mean, just an incredible individual to take the club to the level he did and to keep him there for 6 seasons. You know, it was really nice that we could pay our respects for him. And as we go forward with the stadium development, we're really keen to try and bring those icons into the stadium, pay homage to them and really explain and showcase the club's history. And I'm sure those 2 individuals in particular will feature in those plans.
And to the modern day, the club crest obviously has been announced, which will be kicking in next season. Where are we at with that process and getting ready for what will be a new era?
Yeah, so lots of hard work now going on behind the scenes, some legal work in terms of the trademarking to take us forward ready for next year. We're working towards a launch of the middle of June, so that will be full retail range, it will be signage, it will be all of our digital assets. And we're really excited about what's going to be created. There's a lot of things as well that are taking place around its launch. And a great opportunity to make a really big impact, not just locally, but on a wider level and even international. So some really exciting things, and as we get closer to the summer, we'll start to drip feed them across all of our channels. And
behind you, proudly got the Guinness World Record plaque after the most signatures on a piece of sports memorabilia. A worthwhile exercise, would you say?
Yeah, I think it was. It was a strange one. So Nigel Fletcher, of one of our fans here, kindly gifted the attempt to us as a club. I think he came up to me at a business club in the middle of the summer when there was probably 100 things going on, and we said, we're really up for this, but let's just get the season started. Amelia Edwards joined us in the summer as support engagement officer, and she's really led and driven that project. It's been great to get the shirt out into as many places as we can across the city, opening different doors, engaging new people, and it was great to finally get our name on the record and create some history.
And as for the stadium, we put a release out a few weeks ago about upcoming plans for that, and excitingly hoping to show supporters some visuals in January.
Yep, I think going back a few weeks now, we gave as much information as we could. This is a very big project. There's lots of moving parts. There's lots of different stakeholders. And we need to ensure that when we go out publicly, particularly with the visuals, that we're as close to what we want to achieve as possible. Lots of work still going on in the background around business cases. There's lots of things that we need to consider in this, particularly in the environment, transport, and the impact it will have on the local community. So those ducks are being lined up at the minute, and hopefully as we get towards the end of January, we'll be able to release to fans what we hope it's going to look like and a lot more detail around the project.
And also recently announced the departure of Graham Daniels as from the foundation, and Godric coming in, 2 great Cambridge United men, and so I'm sure that'll be a great transition.
Yeah, I think we're a really pivotal moment for the foundation. In the past year, they've engaged 10,000 unique individuals across the city. Their social value has been more than £1 million, and they're going to take on this incredible new strategy over the next 3 years to double those 2 metrics. That goes hand in glove with us as a football club, looking to increase our average crowd from 7,000 to 9,000 as we build the new stadium. And I think Graham's done a phenomenal job over the past 12 years to really quarterback that foundation, take it from birth all the way through to where it is today. And we really thank him for everything he's done. And Godric's waiting in the wings. So really great opportunity for the foundation to go forwards and into that next chapter.
Finally, coming up to Christmas, we had our Carols event last night, and loads of stuff coming up over a couple of weeks in terms of player visits to a couple of different hospices and the like. We enjoy Christmas here at Cambridge United, don't we? And think we do it well.
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity to try and take stock. It's a very busy period from a football perspective, particularly for Gary and the players and the staff. But it's an opportunity for us to continue what we do, which is engaging with our community, but just to stop, say thank you. I think the 2 events at the hospices have been excellent and really nice to have the Carols here. But also just to say thank you to people. Thank you to all of our volunteers, to our supporters, to all of our commercial partners, and to all the staff. A football season is a very long period of time. We're extremely grateful for everything everyone's done already this season. There's a long way still to go. But on behalf of the club, hope everyone has a great Christmas. Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you here over the Christmas period.